My name is Zeeshan Abdullah. Uh, as Javed Saab told that I have done my MSc from Karachi University some 20 years back in food science and technology, and then got my MS degree from UK in quality management and product development. Altogether, I have around 18 to 20 years experience in different food sector, and now I am having my own business and working as a managing director in Nurture International. It's a small manufacturing firm, basically deal with the functional ingredients of food sectors. Uh, Now we come to the presentation. This is my small brief introduction, and we are here to discuss or to discuss the food processing. Uh, it's a around 30 to 40-minute session, and the first 20 minutes will be on the food processing, and the last 10 minutes will be on the question answer. Uh, right. जावेद साहब मुझे लेट मी मुझे स्क्रीन शेयर करनी है। आई थिंक आपकी स्क्रीन शेयर हुई है तो आपको
जी बिल्कुल एक मिनट दीजिएगा, मैं
हाँ
अपनी स्क्रीन जो है वो
ये शेयर
अनशेयर कर रहा हूँ ताकि
या
आप
प्लीज
स्क्रीन शेयर कर लें। जी प्लीज।
right. First of all, what we will discuss today, we will discuss in general 2 points. Number one is what is food, processed food, uh, and then what is food processing. So before moving to the food processing, uh, I would ask that what is the processed food? Uh, Processed food से मुराद क्या है हमारी? Obviously हम अपनी daily life में there are many foods which we deal daily in our daily life, and but एक एक मिसकॉन्सेप्शन ये है हमारे पास कि जी प्रोसेस फूड डेफिनेटली एक द हेवी मशीनरीज विल बी इन्वॉल्व इन द प्रोसेस फूड, और बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसे ही हैं जो कि हम यूज करते हैं, उसमें एक लंबा चौड़ा प्रोसेस जो है ना वो होगा, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रोसेस फूड। नहीं, अगर मैं बेसिक डेफिनेशन की बात करूं कि व्हाट इज प्रोसेस फूड, तो प्रोसेस फूड is basically is any food that has been altered in some way during preparation. uh, कुछ भी हो सकता है, anything from basic हम डेली यूज करते हैं, फ्लावर यूज करते हैं, जो एक मैंडेटरी आइटम है इन एवरी हाउस होल्ड। ब्रेड यूज करते हैं हम, जैम, जेली, मामलेट यूज करते हैं। तो इसकी बेसिक जो डेफिनेशन है प्रोसेस फूड की वो सिंपल सी है कि जी आप एनीथिंग that has been altered in some way during preparation. During preparation अब alteration कैसे हो सकती है? For example, मैं उसको जो है ना ग्राइंड कर दूं, लाइक व्हीट को हम फ्लोर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, लाइक हम एक्सट्रैक्शन कर दें, लाइक मस्टर्ड को हम ऑयल में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। ये कुछ कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस हैं. अगर हम सिंपल प्रोसेस की बात करें तो इवन वॉशिंग इट्स वन ऑफ द प्रोसेस, क्योंकि कहीं ना कुछ ऑल्ट्रेशन हो रही होती है. तो प्रोसेस फूड की जो बेसिक डेफिनेशन है वो ये है कि एनी फूड दैट हैज बीन ऑल्टर्ड इन सम वे ड्यूरिंग प्रिपरेशन. कॉमन एग्जांपल्स, एज आई सेड, breakfast cereals, cheese, vegetables, thin vegetables, bread, snacks, meat products, microwave meals or ready meals, cake and biscuits. ये वो कॉमन एग्जांपल्स हैं जो कि हम डेली बेसिस पे जो है ना इसको यूज कर रहे होते हैं, और ये प्रोसेस फूड्स में जो है ना वो लाई करता है. एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ मैनी अदर एग्जांपल्स एज वेल. ये तो कुछ जस्ट आप लोगों को एक थोड़ा सा आइडिया देने के लिए आई जस्ट पुट देम हियर. नाउ this is the basic definition. It was the basic definition of processed food. Now, what is food processing? Uh, फूड प्रोसेसिंग क्या है? हम समझते हैं कि जी एक कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑपरेशन को हम फूड प्रोसेसिंग का नाम देते हैं. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. फूड प्रोसेसिंग बेसिकली any of a variety of operations by which raw food stuff has been made suitable for the consumption. और इसकी सेकंड डेफिनेशन या हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जी फूड प्रोसेसिंग इज एनी मेथड यूज्ड टू टर्न फ्रेश फूड इनटू फूड प्रोडक्ट. ये एक बेसिक डेफिनेशन है फूड प्रोसेसिंग की. Definitely, food processing itself is a huge subject. There are a lot of food processing involved in each and every processed food, from basic single washing process till a complex, I would say, like confectionery making or anything else, where there are a lot of process steps are involved in making a single product. But the basic definition of the food processing is any of the variety of operation by which the raw foodstuffs has been suitable for consumption, or the fresh foods turn into products. Uh, this is the basic definition of food processing. Common food processing. What is common food processing? थोड़ा सा हम obviously if we will go in the depth, every food processing has lot of steps, has involved, there are a lot of machineries involved in those food processes. But if we talk about the common food processing, obviously you are the student of food science, or if I'm not wrong, that I think it's your third semester. So, कुछ basic definitions you have already learned in your first or second semester of food or process, or you might heard in your, or you might seen in your books. Common food processing, the traditional method से लेके the modern method तक जो है ना वो involve है, like heat treatment, fermentation है, pickling है, smoke है, grinding है. In everyday life, obviously ये food science I would say कि जी ये involve as a course from last 20 years से इन्वॉल्व है या लास्ट 30 years से इन्वॉल्व है या लास्ट 40 years से इन्वॉल्व है, बट इट डजेंट मीन कि उससे पहले ये फूड प्रोसेसिंग जो है ना वो होती नहीं थी। अगर हम अपने ट्रेडिशनल आइटम को लें तो आई वुड से द पिकल, it's a it's a mean it's a very historical product, it's a very old product, been using since I would say from last 100 years, but उस वक्त शायद ये process modern steps now, but there was a process involved to turn the mangoes or any vegetable into the pickle, where and these processes mangoes or any vegetable obviously they alters the taste of the mango, they enhance the shelf life of the mango or any vegetable, I mean any vegetable which we are using in the pickles. So those processes was basically what they done. They altered the basic fresh mangoes or any vegetables into the pickles with the extended shelf life. If you talk about the pickles, obviously it's more than a year or it's around 2 year shelf life. Obviously, you can't keep the mango in edible form for 2 years. I mean, आप मैंगो का सीजन जस्ट फिनिश हुआ है, तो इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन अगर आप बाय मैंगो करते हैं तो वो within 2 days or within 3 days, even if you put in the chilled environment like in the fridge or freezer, so might you can be used for 15 days. But obviously you can't use more than that. I'm talking about the fresh mango. But on the other hand, if we talk about the pickles, you can use it for years. So it's all about the food processing. Uh, the same thing goes with the other ingredients, or the same thing goes with the other process when you alter the food into different finished product. And it's not just for enhancing shelf life, it's for making them edible as well. For example, if we talk about the wheat, uh, you can't use wheat as it is. You have to do some processing on wheat, make them or to transform into the flours. So, and why we are doing this? Just to make the wheat edible. Yeah, but with the same time, there are many other pros and cons of the process of the food processing, uh, which definitely will detail, or you guys will study in detail in your course. It's just a introductory session. So just to keep this in mind, what is processed food and what is food processing? It's a simple definition. The any food uh, which turn into a processed food, any food that has been altered in some way, it's a processed food. And what is food processing? It's simple any variety of operations by which raw food steps are made for consumption, or any food processing, any method used to turn fresh foods into food products. Uh, if we talk about just one processed food like confectionery, it's a quick. Uh, uh, I'm giving you a quick view. If we talk about the confectionery, then in is a single confectionery. I mean, everybody since childhood we are using the confectionery as a sweets, and शायद जो हम अपने एज में जो हमें सबसे ज्यादा जो पसंद होती है, या जो सबसे ज्यादा कोई भी बच्चा जो है ना सिंस चाइल्डहुड जो पसंद करता है वो कन्फेक्शनरी पसंद करता है, और कन्फेक्शनरी एनीथिंग इन्वॉल्व इन द कन्फेक्शनरी हम it's a wide range of like candy, chewing gum, bubble gum, jelly, all comes in the confectionery. So if we talk about just like single candy, there are a lot of process are involved in converting raw sugar into the confectionery. Even the sugar itself a processed product. It's not the raw. It's itself a processed sugar. Obviously, its raw material is the sugar cane, and the sugar is made from sugar cane after the series of food process. But if we talk about the confectionery industry, there's a lot of food process involved in making confectionery like cooking, milling, mixing, extrusion, batch rolling, forming, and the cooling turner for. So these are the all have single individual process. Mean if we talk about the cooking, we all it's a daily process which we do in our home. Mean like it's a 3 or 4 times when we have food like breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, and the cooking itself of a food process. Why it's a food process? Because what it is going to do is going to convert the fresh vegetable or meat or whatever into the curry. So it's a process. There's a lot of science involved in transforming fresh foods or meat to convert into curry, and which is cooking. It's one of the food process. It's a daily food process which we are doing in our daily life. Yeah, cooking could be a complex. When we talk about the industry, it's a complex process, because in an industry we have to be very calibrated or very specific to make a standard quality product. So if we talk about this food, the only cooking food process, one of the basic food process. If we talk about this process in the food industry, if I if I talk about the commercial scale, then definitely it's a lot of science involved in just only one cooking process. There's a the temperature. There's a lot of the science that what effect of heat give on that specific raw material which we are going to process. So every food process has own steps. There's a lot of excuse me. There's a lot of science involved in that process, which we definitely you guys will learn in your full course in every food process, that what the science involved, what consequences comes after the processing, and why the raw material convert into a specific product after that product. Mean if you talk about the cooking, mean the same time of vegetable, if you cook any vegetable for say about 10 minutes, and if you cook meat or cereal for the same time, definitely all three products will have the different end texture, although the parameter of the cooking remain constant, the time remains constant, but the end product of the of specific raw materials will have different attributes. Mean will have different taste, will have different texture, will have different physical parameters like the looks, like the color. So it's a complete it's a big science involved in every food process. Definitely, you guys will learn in your whole course of food processing, and every food processing have different specifications, different parameters. So these will be uh, mean obviously you guys will have in your course. If we talk about the processed food, even if it's just if we talk about the confectionery product like candy, you all are familiar. It's a very familiar product in everyday life. It's a it's it's all a processed food. If I give you just a quick review of the processing machine in the confectionery sector, I'm just talking about the one sector of and even the one product. I mean, the confectionery has a big, huge sector. There are a lot of products come into the confectionery sector. Every product has its own processing, and every process have own parameters. Like this is the candy cooker. It's a huge machine uh, and a complex machine. But the basic process, what this machine is doing, mm, it's same cooking which you are doing it at a home. Uh, but yeah, it's a big heavy machine. Why? Because it's the finished product or the commercial scale product always required the constant parameters. Uh, why they required the constant parameters? Because the every time we want the same end result. That's why we need the constant parameter, and this is only possible in the proper food processing. I mean, you guys all are familiar uh, in everyday life. जब हम कुछ भी कोई भी फूड लेने जाते हैं तो कभी सब स्टैंडर्ड प्रोडक्ट हम जा रहे होते हैं तो the the first thing what we notice that we never get the consistent quality. Why? Because they don't have the proper food processing. So this is the basic of the food processing and the food process. Like this is the chocolate ball mill. It's a heavy ball mill. The chocolate we use in everyday life has been made through this ball mill. That's the extruder. Like we use chewing gum or bubble gum in our daily life. Uh, this machinery has been involved in the extrusion process. That's the cooling conveyor. So that is the food process. And first thing, what I told you, what is the processed food, and then what is the food processing. So this is a brief introduction uh, of the processed food and the food processing. Uh, Now I think so. Question answer. If you guys want to ask anything, feel free. Uh, जावेद साहब, तारिक साहब, आपके हैंड ओवर मैं जो है ना वो करता हूँ माइक, ताकि आप फर्दर जो है ना वो फिर अगर if anyone want to ask the question then they can ask.
सर एक मिनट दीजिएगा जी, एक
Sure,
मिनट।
sure.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Waalaikumsalam.
Sir, I have to ask क्वेश्चन दैट अगर हमें जैसे फूड प्रोसेसिंग है तो उसके अंदर फूड प्रोसेसिंग में न्यू फूड्स वगैरह इन्वेंशंस वगैरह फूड प्रोसेसिंग में ही आती है ना?
May I know your good name?
अहमद हसन.
अहमद प्लीज थोड़ा सा दोबारा से क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, आवाज लाउडली.
सर मैं ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ कि जो न्यू इन्वेंशंस वगैरह फूड की इंडस्ट्री में जो होती हैं वो फूड प्रोसेसिंग के ही सब्जेक्ट में आती है ना?
बिल्कुल, एग्जैक्टली.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
क्योंकि इट्स अ न्यू इन्वेंशन. जब भी आप करते हैं कोई भी, तो इट्स आप जितनी स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्रिप आपको फूड प्रोसेस पे होगी, उतने ही बेटर आउटकम आप इंडस्ट्री में दे सकते हैं.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
सर मुझे ये क्वेश्चन करना था कि आपने कन्फेक्शनरी की बात की थी, तो उसके अंदर क्रिस्टलाइन एंड अमॉर्फस कैंडीज होती हैं, तो उन दोनों की प्रोसेसिंग में क्या फ़र्क होता है?
इन दोनों की प्रोसेसिंग में जो है ना, वो मल्टीपल फर्क हैं, लाइक टेम्परेचर, इंग्रेडिएंट्स, द मिक्सिंग टाइम. The main important and the recipe, mean the ratio of the different ingredients uh, make it differ from crystalline and amorphous.
ओके सर.
थैंक यू वेरी मच स्टूडेंट्स. अगर आप किसी का क्वेश्चन है तो वो इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं जीशान अब्दुल्ला साहब, तो उनसे आप अभी पूछ सकते हैं. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीक से वो आपकी फार्मेट जो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हैं वो भी स्टार्ट कर देंगे. जो प्रोसेसिंग का आपका कोर्स है और उसी से लिंक हमने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो 2 कोर्सेज जो हैं वो हमारे साथ कंटिन्यू करें इस सेमेस्टर में. और इंशाल्लाह ताला जो है हम आपके जो बाकी 2 कोर्सेज बचेंगे उनके लिए भी टीचर्स जो है उनको हम आइडेंटिफाई कर चुके हैं, लेकिन अभी हम उनसे यानी जो कंसेंट है उनका वो अभी में रिसीव नहीं हुआ है. तो आज का सेशन हम यही रखते हैं, यही क्लोज करते हैं. मैं ज़ीशान अब्दुल्ला साहब का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा, लेकिन मैं एक छोटा सा आपसे रिक्वेस्ट भी करना चाहूँगा कि थोड़ा सा जो फूड पे आपने जो स्पेशल एक्सपर्टी है थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में भी बता दें. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू जावेद साहब. मेरी जो एक्सपर्टीज है, as I told you guys that तकरीबन 18 years का एक्सपीरियंस है, like categorically juice industry, snacks industry, confectionery industry, dairy industry, and the flavor industry. इन पे मेरा hands on है, especially confectionery and juices पे. So, but the same time, we have got, I have got the expertise in the oil sector as well. So, कुछ processes industries के common होते हैं. But अगर मैं कहूँगे जी, what I'm expert for, so obviously I'm expert for the confectionery industry, the juice industry, the dairy industry.
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा अगर स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो अपना वीडियो थोड़ी देर के लिए ऑन कर लें, जो कर सकते हैं, ताकि हम इस सेशन का एक छोटा सा जो है वो स्क्रीन कैप्चर कर लें और इस स्क्रीन हम शेयर कर देंगे जो हमारे डीन साहब हैं और डिफरेंट जो हमारे हम ये भी सोच रहे हैं कि हम एक ई न्यूज़ लेटर जो है वो बनाएं, तो उसके लिए हम एक छोटा सा फोटोग्राफ लेना चाहेंगे. तो अगर मुमकिन है कुछ स्टूडेंट अगर ऑन कर सकते हैं अपना कैमरा, तो काइंडली वो अपना कैमरा जो है वो ऑन कर सकते हैं. जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया ज़ीशान साहब। इंशाल्लाह फिर जो है
थैंक
वो
यू सर।
में रहते हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आपका भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आपके जितने क्लास में
थैंक यू सर।
जी जी, उनके लिए हम ये वीडियो रिकॉर्ड हम उनके लिए भेज देंगे ताकि वो भी इसको देख लें। फिर इंशाल्लाह आप लोगों से मुलाकात होती है। अल्लाह हाफिज़, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
थैंक यू एवरीवन। वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।